MB Enclosures has his own YouTube channel, and this guy is an animal when it comes to designing boxes.
Unbelievable. I couldn't even believe that there was 2 8s in there.
This guy right here is doing something special.
I welcome y'all to MBE. What you about to see, box building in a different league. In this SQL scene, believe that money ain't a thing when it comes to his kings. Now that's fact, not fiction. Call 44694 48 then 18. Don't matter, you got 4 8s or 1 8 or anything between. He got what you need.
This is my crew. This is my gang. These are my kings.
Hey, what's up, y'all? Welcome to the channel, man. It's your boy MB here with another unboxing. Here we're going to unbox the massive audio Hippo H84XR. Now, if y'all remember, they had a Hippo XL, had a Hippo XL 84R. This is the XR. This is the model after that model. I believe I had that model on the channel. I'm pretty sure I did have the model. Yeah, I did have that model on the channel, the 84R. Didn't go very far with it besides the unboxing and the free air test. Here we're going to do the unboxing and the free air test and see how that goes and see if it can make it to the truck. But let's look at what they have on the box, man. It's a Hippo ultra long throw subwoofer. A minimum wattage is 400. The peak is 2200. Now, I mean, when they say minimum, meaning that to get any meaningful output, they suggest you use 400 watts. Can you use less than that? Yeah, sure, but it probably is not going to give you the Hippo performance that you're looking for. But this wattage right here will give you something that have you looking back like, whoa, that's a nice sounding 8. The audio RMS range he has listed from 800 to 1100 watts. He also has the recommended boxes, sizes. For ported, a small will be 0.75, the ideal will be 1 cubic foot, and the large will be 1.5. Interesting there, because when I had the massive, they had another company. Remember the Toro Force 8? With the Toro Force 8, you could put those at 1.5. I think I was the first one, and I know they were the first ones on the channel that went at 1.5 each. That's a 3-key box. They had that guy thinking, man, that sounds like a couple of 12s in there. Remember that guy a long time ago? Well, that was the Toro Force 8. Now, the Toro Tech line is, after they finish selling that off, that will be gone. And all that technology they're going to put into their massive line. So, it doesn't surprise me that the massive Hippo H84XR has a large box rating of 1.5. Does not surprise me in the least, because of what I knew that the Toro Tech Force 8 could do. And the Toro Tech and Massive are under the same umbrella. Now, these tunings that they recommend, now when you get the box larger, he says he wants to tune to 38. Now, you could tune anything you want to tune to, okay? You could tune the enclosure to wherever you want it to tune to. Now, we're not going to tune this high because I listen to hip-hop and R&B, and most of my music excels below 35 hertz. That's just the music that I listen to. I don't know what music he's talking about here, 44, 48, maybe 44, he's thinking about maybe pop. Actually, I'm thinking definitely pop and maybe heavy metal. This recommendation here, it's possible that I can give you an okay response overall, but it's not going to excel one way or the other. That's why you get a box builder, so you can really dial in where you want your woofer to perform the best set. He also has seal recommendations, which is interesting, particularly with a woofer with this much X-Max. I believe the X-Max is 14 millimeters. Now, he has listed some of the things that he have, features he want brought out. The black aluminized Kevlar spun lace voice coil. So he has a BASAV voice coil. That's for superior heat dissipation. Helps it handle the power and get rid of that power, the heat that's been generated by the use of that power rather quickly. Cast aluminum basket with wide spider landing. That's a plus. The wider the spider, the more, with that X-Max, you can get more throw and stay under control with a wider spider landing. Helps bring that FS down too as well. After the use, your initial FS is going to be pretty high when you first take out the box. Then as you break it down, as you use it, the FS will drop. And that's with any subwoofer. Okay, multi-layer carbon fiber dust cap. Kevlar fiber reinforced non-pressed paper cone, and an oversized mirror image polynomic spiders. Just go with this large spider landing. Now he has, see that product dimensions on the bottom panel, and he has even more information on the bottom panel. You could hit this QR code and boop, take you right to something. We'll see what that is about later. But let's get this out of the box here. Box here. Kind of look at, okay, as soon as you open the box, you get the Hippo X manual, which has the cutout for the Hippo XR at 7.2. That's the standard cutout. The net weight is 18 pounds. Displacement 0.05. That helps. Having a small displacement can help you put a lot of them on the seat of a truck, which you know what I specialize in this truck. So it has a very small displacement, 0.05. Mine depth of 0.6 of 5.9, which is a little more than 5 3/4. That's nice. And then he has more box recommendations here as well. Oh, he also has on the back side the production TS parameters, and has the FS on the 84XR at 48. That's a lot of manufacturers whose 8 comes in at 48 hertz. 48 hertz is the FS pre-break-in. That's no problem there. QMS 2. Vascularity 4.47. That correlates with that small box volume that he gave. Be the ideal. Let's look at the. Does he have it here? Oh yeah, he even breaks it down with the wiring. The QTS, electrical mechanical, in parallel is 0.48. All of it is 0.4. In individuals 0.6, but when you wire them together, it's 0.4, and in series is 0.4, 0.45, 0.47, which is great. Ported enclosure there. That's nice. QES, nothing special there. Let's see the SD. I wish he had that in square inches. He has it in square meters, so I have to break that down later. Probably when we get to the free testing. The X mechanical is 16. The X max is 14. I think something is drastically off there. Normally your X mechanical is far larger than your X max. I don't know if that's a misprint. I would think so. Yeah. Wattage is 1,000 watts RMS. Peak power is 2,000. Let's get this boy out the box and look at it ourselves. Warranty card as well. Okay. Nice build house that he had built this. I don't know tell, but I've seen that this type of packaging being done. Some very good 8s. Ooh. I don't know if that 18 pound with the weight is right. So I like that. I like the package is nice. We make sure it's going to make sure the woofer gets to you sufficient. Once again, we got the plastic. We got the plastic. Now, what we're going to do now is turn this camera around and kind of look at these features. Okay, let's start off at the top. What we see is a nice mounting gasket with massive etched on it. It'll be sufficient to seal the driver, sealing the basket to the mounting baffle of the enclosure. Nice, tall, nice, thick. I would call this a medium roll. Yeah, medium as far as width. It's not really fat, but it's definitely not tall and narrow if you're looking at the surround. The cone, you can see the glass fiber spun lace inside, and it is, yes, it is non-pressed with the carbon fiber dust cap. That's nice. That's a nice little touch. It's not a partory basket. I've seen this style of basket before, but not with these I don't know what those are right there. I would think they would connect to get more reinforcement, but they don't. I'm primarily wondering about this little edge here making some kind of wind noise inside the enclosure. But it's probably going to be masked by being inside the enclosure as well. He has direct leads. Now that's a plus. That's a very nice plus. I can see, and let me see if I can let y'all see that. Let me turn around. I took the magnetic boot off. For those who like magnetic boots, he does have an embossed. Make me back this back out. Yeah, he does have an embossed magnetic boot with massive on it. But like I said, rubber is not a great insulator or conductive heat. So what is all this thing is going to do is just keep heat on the motor, and heat on the motor is going to cause it to degrade performance. So I like to take them off if you're not going to inverse mount them. Okay. But if you look closely, and this should be a good shot here. Let's see if I can open this up. You can see the black ASAV former, and he has vent holes on that former. It looks to have a copper coil. Yeah, it looks to have a copper coil. Wonder how many layers he has on that copper coil. 8 layer, 4 layer. He doesn't specify that anywhere, but it looks to have a copper coil on a BSAV former. So the former is going to help with the dissipation of the heat. It has holes on the former that I can see. I don't know if y'all can see. Yeah, there go one right there. If you look through this slot right here, you'll see one of the holes is on the former, and I'm telling you, there's one there. It's at least 6 above the winding, so it's probably more. Could be some inside on the windings in itself. I like this top plate. The top plate is large, and what's interesting, as soon as I took this magnetic boot off, I said, man, I've seen this before. I've seen this before, and I'm going to bring out the other woofer that had a honorary king title, so you can see I've seen this magnetic structure before, and I was very impressed with the performance of it. And here it is. Yeah, can y'all see that? Yes, I'm sure y'all can see that. Yeah, that is, you're right, MB, that is the exact same bottom plate, but this one says massive. Maybe not exactly the same, because I see, no, this is a little thicker on the XR than compared to the Toro. Now, remind you, let me say this again. The Toro 8 is soon to be discontinued. The whole Toro Tech line is going to be discontinued, and he's going to move strictly with the massive audio. But as you can see, they have the same size magnetic slugs. You definitely can see that. I just turned here like that. They both definitely have the same magnetic slugs, except this one has a larger back plate. I'm sure y'all can see that. It has a larger back plate. In fact, let me just turn it over. Get this out the way for a minute. Yes, it has the same size motors, magnetic slugs, except this one has a bigger bottom plate and a taller top plate to improve on the X-Max. Now, like I say, I believe that 16 X mechanical. I'm sure JR is gonna look at this and say, yeah, that's a serious misprint. serious misprint. But what they have done, as far as I'm concerned, what I can see, I could be wrong, is they have took a already popular motor. Those of you who have the Force 8 under my recommendation know that the Toro Force 8 is a beast. It's a beast. They improved upon this motor, strengthened it. Now, one feature that I want to point out that they have on the XR, which I love when company manufacturers actually change things and just don't give you cosmetic looks. I seen they had the same back plates, but when I reach my hand inside the Force 8, there are no vent holes up the pole piece. But there are vent holes inside, and I don't know if you're going to be able to see them. But no, I doubt you're going to be able to see them. But I can feel them. They are 1, right up, 2, 3. Yes, there are 4 holes. And a very extended pole piece, too. There are 4 holes up the pole piece. So even more cooling besides the cooling that they had on the Force 8. There's even more cooling here and cooling along the pole itself. Let's go ahead and remove this. I want y'all to focus on that, but I just wanted to show you how massive, even though they discontinued the Toro Force line, they have took some of the features there and improved upon it drastically and put it inside the H84XR. I love massive audio products. I know people say, man, they've had bad experience, but you can have bad experience with any manufacturer as well. But I think if you run it correctly, I don't think they have the exposure they could have, particularly in the 80s arena. I got a lot of you to buy that Force 8 under my recommendation, and I'm here already. I'm telling you right now. In my opinion, this boy is definitely on his way. to being the king. He has all the features. Oh, one more thing I didn't point out. The dual space progressive roll spiders. Can you see them? Oh, that's a good shot right here. Yeah, that's a good shot. Let's get in there so y'all can see how fat those rolls are. Nomex progressive roll spiders. And it's a pack. So there's one there, and there's one underneath that mirrors that. That's going to help it reach maybe triple that. It should have, in my opinion, 14 millimeters X max inside the gap. Then we should be looking at 42, 44 X mechanical, something like that. At least 3 times 14 is 42. We should at least be looking at least 42. At least 42. So that has to be a misprint. When it said 16, maybe it meant to be 46 X mechanical. That's what I'm thinking. Maybe JR corrected, y'all reach out to him. But when I'm looking at right here, this is a drastic improvement over the previous Massive Hippo XL 84R, and a definite improvement over the Toro Force8, which is now discontinued. Y'all tell me what y'all think in the comments below, and particularly look in the video description of this video. Well, I'm going to share the link to a associate of mine, Ronnie Smith, who tested the Massive Audio XL 84R and got that thing in his sniper box box. I'm gonna put the link in the video. He got up to 153 dB on a burp, and the Massive Hippo 84 XLR, the model previous to this, handled 6,000 watts and did a 153. He was so much impressed by it. If you watch the video all the way to the end, he said he wanted to put it inside the box to see how musical it was after it performed so well. Okay, next is we're going to do the free air testing frequency sweep, and then we're going to see how it sounds in the box. And I'm going to tell you something straight up, man. I'm going to be honest with you. Y'all know I keep it real. Let me turn this camera around. I love the Toro Force8. I love that Toro Force8 so much that when he told me JR had contacted me and said that he had brought out and improved upon it, I was like, man, you should continue to, just push it. He said, nah, I made it even better. Once I got the 84XR in my hand, I can see the performance features that are going to give me a decided more improvement, a decidedly better performance. So much so that I already bought two. So I'm letting you know right now. Yeah, 2 of these gonna get in the truck, and I know we're going to 140. Easily. And here's the thing. It's only got a 7/3/8 cutout. That's the only caveat that I take away. I don't know why he didn't put the 7.5-inch basket. Why didn't he put the basket for the Toro Force on here to give you even more SD? But for whatever reasons, he didn't. But I already have 2 of these. I'm for sure positive, proof positive. 2 of these going in the truck. So you need to get on, because these boys definitely they gonna do what the Toro Force didn't have the time have to do at the time. These boys gonna be metered. And those of you know that Massive don't slip. The Kilo, the Boa, the entire Hippo line will get in you, baby. You heard it here first, NBE. Stay tuned next, man. We holla.